Once you've created a question bank and categories in your Moodle course, you're ready to add questions. If you haven't already done so, select Question Bank on your Settings block to activate the drop-down list underneath it. We've already gone to the Categories section. Now we're ready to add questions. So let's go to the Questions section. I don't have any questions in this course yet. Pardon me, I have one question in this course, so my list is very short. When you go to add a new question, you can select which category you want it to go into. I'm going to be adding multiple choice questions to my Unit 2 multiple choice category. So I select that. Here I have no questions, so you'll see my page is blank. I don't have any questions here right now. So I'm going to create a new question. Even though I've called this a multiple choice category, I still have the option to add any of the 11 types of questions available. If you're not sure what any of these are, select it and read the description to the right. I know that I want to add a multiple choice question, so I select that and hit Next. If you had forgotten to choose the category earlier, or you wanted to choose a different category, you can select that now. Next, give your question a name. This isn't the description or the words that you want the students to read. This is a question name, so I'm going to call this Steps to Quiz Creation. And then I'm going to insert the text for the question that students will see. And in this question, how many steps are involved in adding a quiz to Moodle? As you scroll down this menu, you can update all the settings. So first of all, being the default mark of 1, I'm going to leave that. General feedback would be feedback that anybody would get from this question. I'm going to leave that blank. One or multiple answers, so how many correct answers are there? There's only one correct answer to this question, so I'll leave it as 1. Shuffle the choices. I've selected yes. And then as for my number of choices, you can select lowercase, uppercase, 1, 2, 3. That's up to you. For choice number 1, enter one of your correct or incorrect answers. In this case, one of my answers is 1. It is incorrect, so it'll get a grade of 0. And you do have the opportunity to provide feedback here as well. So in this case, I'm going to say, oh no, that's too low. A little hint or maybe something to direct the student so that they could determine where to find the answer at. I just want to point out that you have the HTML editor not only in the question box but in every feedback box as well. So you can insert images or HTML or tables or anything that you'd want to in these questions. It doesn't have to just be text that you've typed in. Okay, so for my second choice, well, that's number 2. Again, that's incorrect, so no marks for that. And I might have the same feedback. Oh no, too low. Continue on. I'm only going to have 4 options in my question. The correct answer is 4. So in this case, I will give a grade for that, and it will be 100%. So I'm not giving any partial grades for anybody who got close but not quite. You get 100% for getting the correct answer, and maybe my feedback will just be correct. Okay, so they default to have 5 choices, but you can add more if you need to. Below that is some combined feedback. So if there is other feedback you'd want to give to everyone, you can put that there. Now, this is the next one, settings for multiple tries. This would be a penalty for incorrect answers. I'm not going to, let me just say 0. I'm not going to penalize people if they get the answer incorrect. I don't believe I will give multiple tries, but let me just set that now. You have the ability to set up hints here or any tags. I'm just going to save those changes to my question. And I have created my first question called Steps to Quiz Creation, and it's in the Unit 2 Multiple Choice Quiz category.